All right, bingo. What's up, everybody? Dante here. So good to be back with you. What a beautiful week. I just love our little oasis, our oasis of funnels and sales. It's so good to be here with you guys today. Hey, we have a really special show. Today, we're going to talk thank you pages. We work so hard to grab our customers' attention and then turn that attention into monetization. Whether it's in a sale or just acquiring a lead, we have customers' attention and we always want to hit them when we're hot. And that is exactly what we're going to talk about today. How we hit them when they're hot, specifically, how to use thank you pages to hit them when they're hot. As typically we have Aaron with us, but today Aaron is out and we have an absolute rock star. We have Matt King with us to walk through thank you pages. Matt, what's cracking, my man?
What's going on? Long time, right?
Living the dream.
All right.
You wanted to talk thank you pages, and I'm excited for this because this is one of the things that over the last 8, 9 years, whatever it's been, however long I've been doing this is one of the things that I've talked about the most. And more people have had ahas and revelations, and oh wow, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, I could slide them into this. So, man, I'm really excited for you to teach us all the things you know about thank you pages.
Yeah, no problem. I can jump right in. So, number one thing is uh, nobody is using, I don't want to say nobody, but the majority of people are not using thank you pages to the extent that they could be being used. So, when somebody is on your page, somebody opts in, you can thank somebody when somebody opts in, when they buy something, when somebody goes, maybe they set an appointment. Even if they set an appointment and they don't get on a call with you for like a week or 3 days or 2 days, whatever it is, there's still time in there for them to do something, to take an action. What you want to do is give them permission to take that next step. That's where you're going to set up the value ladder to continue doing other great things, right? So, what we're going to do here today, we're going to talk 5 things that you can use on your thank you page instead of just using it as a receipt, as opposed to just a place for you to put stuff like, okay, here's what you bought. Have a nice day. I don't have a lot of examples to show, but I'm going to be as awesome as I can be as far as showing you and telling you what we're going to have. So, the first thing is, wait, you say it? I hear you. I hear you go.
Dude, I said, you stop it. You're super awesome, Matt. Don't downplay yourself.
I'll be as awesome as I can be. So, the first thing that's real simple, and it kind of ties into one of our other things. So don't go anywhere. You'll find out another thing that this ties into, and that is telling them what's coming up next. So if somebody opts in or somebody goes through and they buy something small, maybe a little tripwire or whatever, they get onto a thank you page, you got to tell them what's coming up next, right? You have to be like, you can have a lot of our thank you pages are that way. So you'll opt in, and on that thank you page, it's step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, things that you want them to do. It could be as simple as I'm going to use our onboarding as kind of an example. When somebody opts in, actually, technically, they'd be done with it, but it's still the same concept. Like, hey, here it's a follow up. You tell them step 1, go get your free t-shirt. Step 2, watch the replay. If it's an opt-in, they just opted in to get a free PDF report. So they opt in. Now they get step 1, go check your email. You want to tell them, go check this. Step 2 might be whitelist our email so you get all of our future emails in the future. Step 3, I don't know, tell them something cool about yourself. There's a number of different things that you could be telling them as well, and giving them an idea what's coming up next, so that way they know. You cannot expect everybody to always know what the next thing is. So you've got to tell them. Don't be afraid to tell them. Don't expect them to always understand internet marketing or whatever it is that you're selling, right? So that is, I think, the big thing there. Things can get a little bit different depending on what those steps are. If they buy something or set an appointment, or maybe it's a registration. If they register for a webinar or a training or a meeting of some sort, right? Then your steps might differ. So make sure you have a good laundry list of things for them to go through after they've done that. Questions, comments, concerns? No?
Good. No, that's beautiful. I think you hit the nail right on the head. Far too often we'll have a thank you page, and I've seen it many a time. Somebody just builds a thank you page, and it just says, thank you, and there's no next step. Again, thank you pages, we got to hit them when they're hot. They just said yes to you. That's the time of most excitement. That's the time of most joy. And if you tell them what to do next, they will go and do what you say next. And watch conversions down the line when you change up those thank you pages. They're saying, do this, do this, do this. Hit them when they're hot always.
Yep.
What
And
else?
the next thing, and I was trying so hard not to accidentally like slide into number 2 in the number 1 slot there. So the next biggest thing, the next thing you want to do is present some kind of an offer. So if they opted in to get like a free PDF guide or a report or even a video, if it's a video, that could be really helpful as well. But what you want to do is offer them something that they can purchase. Oftentimes it's called a tripwire, an SLO, break-even offer. There's so many different terms for a $7 product or $27 product. But the idea is that you get them to open up their wallets. You want them to give you some monetary exchange now, and in exchange for the continued amount of value that you continue to give them, right? So if they're opting in, the next step might be that tripwire or an SLO, right? That way you can kind of kind of try to break even on your ad spend if you're running ads to get them to your funnel in the first place. If they've already bought something, then the thank you page, what you want to do, and this is some ninja stuff right here. Okay, so you're they're going to buy something, and then you're going to thank them, but you're going to thank them, tell them what to do, and then you're going to kind of segue into another offer. So that's called a OTO, or a one-click upsell, some kind of a next thing that they're going to do, right? So that's a really kind of a ninja hack, not a, kind of a thing that you should do to try and increase that average cart value and make sure that they're taking the next steps that are going to take them where they need to be along their journey.
Matt, did you just hit them with the ultimate juice? Are you explaining the secret order confirmation page?
Probably. I don't know.
A thank you page, order form, somebody buys. Well, remember, in ClickFunnels, once they put in their info on an order form, you have basically an open cart, an open buying sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So the next step we take them to is an OTO step, where you have products attached and their buying sequence is still open, but you disguise it as a thank you page. So at the top of the OTO, it says, thanks so much, you're in, congratulations. It feels like a thank you page, but it's actually an OTO. So you can offer them another product down below with a one-click purchase. Is that what we're talking about here?
Oh, that is exactly what we're talking about. That's the ninja part of it, right? So
you brought out the good stuff.
And it kind of segues also right into kind of number 3 there. So I can everything, you'll see all of this stuff just kind of leads and continues to kind of develop on itself, like 1, 2, 3 here. So what if, and I'm just saying, what if during this ninja phase you have number 3 is a personal video. You want people to know a little bit about yourself, but you also want them, you don't want to always be talking about yourself. This is always about the buyer. It's about what they want. It's about solving the problems that they have. And it's about, being able to using that, you're going to get this so that you get this benefit, right? So we want to speak in features and benefits to our folks. But what if you put a personalized video on your thank you page? And this is the one that I was talking about that kind of segues back into 1, but it also segues back into 2. What if that personalized video does 1 and 2 together? What if you do a personalized video that talks about, hey, here's your next steps. Here's where you're going to go to get that thing. Go check, make sure that you go check your email, because I'm sending you this, but you know what? Emails are pretty slow these days. So make sure you go there in about 5-10 minutes. That gives you time to actually finish what you're saying, get your story out, and give them an opportunity to continue to get to know who you are. And then, even though they probably will get the email immediately, you know what I mean? That also gives you time to open up the door for that one-time offer, or that tripwire sale, whatever it is that you're going to try to sell them, right? So it's got to be a natural step. It's got to be, an obvious thing, but just make it feel like a conversation. That thank you page should not feel like they're all hyped up. It does not have to be professionally produced video. It doesn't have to be any of that stuff. It's just you having a regular conversation with them and segueing into all those other parts and pieces.
100%. You know, Dean Graziosi really has mastered this. And if has anybody ever bought a Dean Graziosi product? If you have, put Dean in the chat for me. I'd love to know. Because if you did, guaranteedly, you went to a thank you page with a video from Dean confirming and affirming the thing that you just bought or did. Hey, Dean here. I just want to take a moment and congratulate you on what you've just done. You made an amazing step forward in your life, and I can't wait to serve you. Hey, just so you know, down below, I also linked for you something that my most successful students who are doing the same thing that you do have all taken. It's a workbook. It's a download. It's an extra course. And if you really want to get great success, I'd love for you to have the opportunity to get that thing. So good, Matt. Remember, gang, on thank you pages, on a page before, here's our thank you page. So on a page before that, whether it's an opt-in or a webinar registration or a order form, a sales funnel where they're buying a product, when they're on the page before, they have all power. They could leave. They could say no. They could not do the thing. When they do the thing and they say yes to you, you have all power and you have their attention. They literally are giving you all of their undivided attention to show them what to do next, to walk them down the path. It is one of the times, if not the time, that you actually have that person's full attention. And you should wield that attention like the sword of Excalibur itself. Matt's giving us great stuff to do that. I love this, Matt. I'll stop talking so you can keep rolling.
It's all good, man. Your stuff is just as much gold, dude. So, number 4 that I've got here for you today is to share it. So, if somebody comes into your world and they like you enough to not only opt in for your stuff, or 2, potentially buy your stuff, they probably like you and trust you enough to actually share who you are with a friend, maybe on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever they're sharing things these days, right? So they're going to jump in. Something you could put on your thank you page is, hey, did this help you? Do you think that this is going to, help you in the future? Whatever that phraseology is, you could just put a little link in there. Share this with your friends, and let's create community. Go join us on Facebook. Or whatever it is that you want them to do. So there's not a lot of meat to this one, which is awesome, but it's real simple. On that thank you page, if you're not sharing, your friends, your people aren't exactly getting to know exactly who you are right away. So get that out there, get you out there, get your product or your message to the world, get that out there by asking them. If you don't ask them to share, to subscribe, to become a part of your world, to become a part of your community, you know what? They might just go on doing whatever it is that they're doing. I've created a lot of YouTube videos that are in the same thing. If you ask somebody to subscribe, guess what they do? They'll subscribe. But if you don't ask them and give them a good reason, they might just continue on, and they might like you, but they might not even think about, oh, I should subscribe or hit that like button, So be doing that. Make sure that that's on your list of things to do, and add that to your list of steps, after action steps for your thank you page, right? I've got one more step. Did you have anything else you wanted to add there?
No, that was golden.
Okay.
It's just calls to action. It's why we have calls to action on our funnels and on our buttons, just telling people to do the thing. If you tell them, they will do.
Yep. And the same concept, asking somebody, what to do. Add another call to action. The soap opera sequence. So if you guys are familiar with that, the soap opera sequence is kind of that never-ending value email stream that you add into an autoresponder or a workflow, as we do with ClickFunnels. You want somebody to open up, that starts in an email. So you want somebody to go and open up those emails, but you want to use open loops. Or I had a coach one time that always told me he liked using big words. He called them Zygarnics, if you haven't heard of that. So look that word up if you get a chance. But it's the same thing. It's an open loop, gives them something to do, gives them a reason to come back and open up future emails. So you can set that stage on your thank you page in the steps. You can use that in a personalized video. So all these things can be kind of used in conjunction and joined up with each other. So you want people opening up your emails and you want to train them to open up your email so that way they take action. So that way, when you have something that is of value or something that they can purchase from you in the future to, of course, increase more average cart values and lead them through your value ladder, they do it. That's the key there. So that's kind of where I was at with that. I don't have too much else. What do you think about that, Dante?
Matt, that was gold, man. That was that because as you've been explaining all this, I'm like seeing in my mind the thank you page that we're building together.
Mhm.
Top of it confirms and affirms what they just did. Congratulations, you're in. Congratulations, you've bought this thing. Congratulations, you now own this. It's got a video thanking them to buy some time for our emails to go in, but also to show off our self-liquidating offers or our freebies that we might want to give them to build the know, like, and trust inside of us. We can make this an OTO step that we're actually disguising as a confirmation just by typing the words on the page that makes it look like a confirmation. So now they can have a one-click purchase right there inside of the order form. That was absolutely gold, man. Great stuff.
Yeah, glad to help out, man. That's good stuff. I love strategy. So anytime that strategy comes up and we can talk about how somebody goes through and purchases something, what happens when they purchase, and the mindset behind it. I love that stuff. That's my go-to.
You and me both. I could live in that boat forever. So, gang, thanks for being with us. Hey, Kareem, great questions. Love those. And your check's in the mail. I couldn't have planned that segue any better. This, as you all know, Tech Tuesdays, gang, it's built by funnel hackers for funnel hackers. Nobody asked Aaron to be here. Nobody asked myself to be here. Nobody asked us to do this. We are here because we just want to serve you. Every week, a quick 15 to 30-minute video on tangible things that you can take and you can add to your funnels and you can add to your business and you can use to tweak your strategy right now, today, in the moment, so we can all grow and do big things together. If you have something you're struggling with, or you have something that you would like to learn more about, or any question whatsoever, please put those in the comments. You can put it just right down below this video, right in the comments. We watch out constantly for these. We see all of them coming through. We have a spreadsheet that we're building, and it really helps us see what you're struggling with. Can I give you an honest admission here? I've been doing this for so long, and I live so far above it that it honestly can be difficult sometimes to remember when I first found this world, to remember what it was like when I didn't know what OTO stood for, to remember like what it was like when I didn't understand conditional logic and how to send certain customers through certain paths in my funnels based on the actions that they've already taken or not taken. It can be difficult to really make perfect things that are actually going to serve you. And that's all we want to do in this. Yes, we have a wealth of knowledge and information. Yes, we've seen a tremendous amount of things. We're blessed by proximity and working for this company. We can learn and grow really fast, and we can see more than most other people do. Yes, that is all true. But we don't want this to serve us. Matt's not here, Aaron's not here, and I'm not here so that we can take 20 minutes a day and go on live and say, look at me, how cool I am. That couldn't be farther from the purpose. It's all about you and wanting to serve you where you are. And the best way for us to do that is for you to let us know where you are. It's by funnel hackers for funnel hackers. Please put your questions, put your comments. We would love to see and hear from you. And by the way, there's no stupid question. I don't think I've shared this with you guys yet in these sessions. There is no stupid question. It is impossible. I am Dante. I have come before you. I was technologically incompetent. I couldn't save browser bookmarks. I was business and marketing incompetent. I didn't know what profit margins were, let alone that there were gross and net margins. You cannot say anything that anybody here on this side is ever going to look at and say, that's a silly question. It is impossible. Please ask us anything that's on your heart, anything that's on your mind, any hurdle that's stopping you, so we can serve you exactly where you are. Does that sound fair? Can we get a yes in the chat if you guys like that? Come on with
Yeah.
Awesome. Great, gang. Well, Matt, you did amazing, man. Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate all the hard work you put in.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to be here, and thank you for having me. And for everybody else, before next week's thing, make sure that you guys get out there and do one of those 5 things, at least one of those 5 things on whatever your most boring thank you page is.
and let us know results too. whatever lift from conversions you might have seen, whatever sales that you saw that you haven't previously been seeing. We'd love to see the results of that. Let us know in comments. All right. For me and Matt and Trading Tuesdays, we'll let you guys go. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your participation. We appreciate you more than you will ever know. We're going to go back to building software and serving you. We'll catch you on the next one, gang.